On tonight's episode, the disappearance of Joel Dioz. I'm your host, Rob Strange. Join me as we uncover the mysteries of what happened on Unsolved Stories. Joel Dioz, friend or foe, you'll never know. But I did know him once, when I was a police officer here in Erie County. Joel Dioz came to visit a friend. What did he end up doing? He ended up getting himself thrown in prison. 1 cocaine, and that's all it took. It was all done and over. What can you tell us, and what do you remember about Joel Dioz?
Well, he thought he was really special, he thought he was really something. He liked to try to drive fast, drift. He liked to drink a lot of alcohol, Jack and Coke. Then he used to do lots and lots of cocaine. And, he liked to shoot people a lot, too.
Keith, you knew Joel personally. What do you think about his cocaine habit?
Well, I knew he liked to, going back to them bathrooms sometimes, just, do a couple lines and then, walk out, rubbing his nose and stuff, but always had that one spot right there on his tip of his nose. Kept calling it sugar candy.
How did you feel about Joel Dioz?
How did I feel about him? Well, he was an okay guy. He put me in very, very bad situations every time I saw him.
What kind of situations?
Many situations where some I can't even legally speak about.
God damn it, I'm not sticking another fucking quarter in those machines. Man, fuck this place. Shit.
The casino I'm standing in front of used to be owned by Joel Dioz as his alternate ego, Henry Hooten. We used to call it Henry Hooten's Golden Nugget, but now you see the pile it's become. Do you think after Henry Hooten left the casino, that was the downfall, or do you think it was always just a downfall and tragedy?
Well, let me tell you this. I think it was just one of those things, one of those flavors of the month deals, where, it was just gonna be hot and heavy for a bit, and then just phase away. And sure enough, that's what happened.
Well, I think when Henry Hooten owned it, it was a little bit better just because the odds were more in my favor. But now, since I keep losing and I keep losing thousands upon thousands of dollars, I just don't like it anymore.
So what happened after Henry Hooten stopped selling cars?
Henry got a casino, but then after he got abducted by the aliens, this goon called Gaster Troy took it over, and then it really went down the shitter.
Now, we heard some steamy rumors. What do you know about Kate James and her relationship with Joel Dioz?
Well, what I hear through the grapevine, I know they're kind of hot and heavy there for a while there, but that's kind of fizzled out after a little while. So they say.
Kind of like a soda pop.
Exactly. Goes flat after a while.
We heard there were some sparks in the air. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you know about a Miss Kate James and Joel Dioz?
Actually, that one there, I could never really figure out because she didn't really seem to like him too much. I don't know. That was just weird.
Moving on, were you fond of Joel?
Was I fond of Joel? That's like asking me if if I put a gorilla and a mouse in a cage together, would they become best friends?
What do you know about the Drift Kings?
I remember Joe Diaz and his little buddies. They was trying to drive fast and drift, but they was really sucky.
What can you tell us about the Drift Kings?
Drift Kings? Shit, it wasn't it called the Drift Junkies?
Who gives a fuck?
Ah, fuck me.
I mean, it was just a small group of people. They went around and drifted around police cars and stuff like that. I mean, we've had to stop them multiple times, but other than that, I don't know exactly what they were on about.
Were they terrible at drifting?
Some were. Some were okay at it.
Was one of those Joel Dioz?
Very.
Once a member of the aspiring gang of the Drift Kings, Joel Diaz thought he had found his place in life. We found rare footage of him. You'll see it now.
Fuck you. Give me some motherfucking vodka.
Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out that antidote.
My name's motherfucking Joe Diaz. Well, fuck my ass. I'm part of the Drift Kings. I dated Kate James and I like cocaine. Fucking love cocaine. Fuck my ass.
We've heard reports that Joel Diaz was in a number of accidents. Can you tell us about those?
Oh yeah, well, he always thought he could drive fast and drift, you know, but he had his alcohol and cocaine problem. But he was always crashing into stuff, you know. He was like, I remember one time back when they first imported the motorcycles, we all bought motorcycles, and he went through like 20 motorcycles in one night, just blowing them all up.
What do you remember about the day Joel Diaz disappeared?
Oh, see, it was like this. Dark, nighttime, and this here alien came down, moved by the garage. Oh, Joel ran up, drunk as a skunk. Had to say hello. Next thing you know, he and the ship were taking off.
Well, I was on duty as a sheriff of the Erie County Sheriff's Department, and we were chasing this UFO around all around the island. Eventually, it stopped and landed on top of of the garage, and eventually, I guess Joel decided it was a good idea to run up and confront the alien or whatever it was, and he disappeared. He went along with the UFO and never came back.
Little did Joel Diaz know, on that fateful day, it may be his last. His coke-fueled mind and alcohol and drug-ridden body couldn't withstand what would happen to him when he met Diablo right here on the top of this parking garage. He was taken away, never to be heard from again.
If you or anyone you know have any information regarding this case, please call 312-555-ORGO. Again, that is 312-555-ORGO.
It's the alter ego of Joel Diaz, but other than that, I mean, I don't really know
Alright,
much
come on,
about
get out
him
of the
other
car,
than
you
he.
damn chicken fucker.
What?
Hey, God damn it!
Come on,
Put these
quit
handcuffs on
resisting.
so tight.
Shut the fuck up. Get your ass in here.
Told
I
you those
swear to
were not
God,
my
you rob
turtles.
one more
I don't know
goddamn
where-
Dunkin' Donuts, I'll take this off and shove it so far up your ass you'll be tasting leather for a month.
Put those turtles in my backpack. I don't know where you got them turtles from.